So here's the deal. What we're gonna do today is give you a mix of upcoming NFTs and a little bit of projects that are undervalued. But first, I do want to talk about kind of where we're at right now and how degen mints are popping off. One thing that's not really popping off is these really hype mints. You saw Jiken do not that well on secondary market. We saw Kings of the Street really take an L. Thanks a lot, Magicine, for not even letting me mint that project because your website was down.
You're welcome, Cody. Chain gang motherfucker.
TPS is low, Solana price is low, but this could be the time to build a bag. We saw something similar to this in December where a bunch of these degen mints were the ones that were doing well, you know, kind of just random project that just got some hype from us degens. And you know what happened in January when we went on a massive bull run? Is it possible that we're seeing the exact same thing right now? In the last week or two, we've seen projects basically 10x from zero. We got the 10th Street Terriers from 0.07 to over 1 SOL, Fat Cats Capital from 0.32 to 2 SOL, Ghost Kids DAO from 1.5 all the way to 10, and Forest Apes from 0.08 to 1.8 SOL. And first, can we just give a massive shout out to the Chain Gang Discord, my alpha callers, my mods, Guava, shouting out Forest Apes a bunch of times in our degen calls tab, and we made some money. The point is, yes, we're in a slower bearish market, but there's still a ton of money to be made. Right now is probably the best time to find a community that brings you a lot of alpha. Chain Gang.
Chain gang motherfucker.
Because if you think about it, a move from 0.08 to 1.8 doesn't seem that much, but that's a 22x. It's basically like having a DGOD now at 360 that you bought for 16 SOL. But without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, let's start with two undervalued plays that I'm looking at right now. It's my homies, Pablo, whatever you want to call him, Pablo Roche, probably over at Cets on Creck. But not just the Cets, we're also looking at the milk bottles. The Cets have been ranging between 40 and 60 over the last few weeks, but we did see them hit 110 SOL, and I'm very confident that these will get to that level again soon. IRL, I'm a dog guy. In the metaverse, I'm a ket guy. Here's a few reasons why I'm so bullish on Cets. Number one, they're my favorite vibe in all of Solana. This is fun, they're mysterious, they got freaking Pablo. I just want to be a ket and I want to be on Creck. They also haven't announced anything in a while, and we know when this team goes dark, they come out with something cool. Yeah, we got Milk airdrop to us and we had some hints about Enlightenment, but since then we haven't really heard anything from the team. Or have we? We saw Pablo make his own Twitter account. I don't think you understand how big of a fucking deal that is. Don't you think it's strange that even when Cets were absolutely popping off, he didn't make a Twitter, and now all of a sudden he's trying to join the party? Makes me think something big is coming. Also, we've seen people like Frank really take on this persona and really build a brand around himself and being that type of influencer on Twitter, and we think Pablo can do the exact same thing. The big play here is gonna be around Enlightenment and figuring out what it's gonna be and what it really looks like and does to the project. If Cets are a little bit out of your price range, with Enlightenment surely coming on the way soon, I think milk bottles can be the play here. Let's take a second to strap and buckle in because we're about to take a ride on a fucking rocket ship. Yeah, we gotta talk about Blocksmith Labs, the homies over there, Kryptonite. Shout out to all the builders. So we've been talking about Blocksmith Labs in almost every single undervalued NFT video that we've made. Look at all these tweets. We just love Blocksmith Labs. The reason we knew that these were gonna take off is because these builders are so innovative and absolutely killing the game. Kryptonite, the founder, is an absolute badass. I've had multiple conversations with him. A lot of things that I can't tell you about. Let me just tell you that I saw Bifrost, their upcoming big thing, and you guys are gonna be blown away. This video is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, so please do not buy anything because I say it's undervalued or because I think it's a cool project, but let's just get that out of the way now. That being said, I did tweet that 100 SOL floor price for this project is fun. Let's just talk about some numbers here. You know, it's a 44 collection with what, only 30 listed? Why does nobody want to sell their Blocksmith? During this downturn in the market, we've seen a few builders actually pop off, including Blocksmith, and there's a reason why. They're literally the whitelist hub of the Solana network right now. Mercury as a platform is such a sick platform. It's so easy to grab your whitelist spots, claim everything. It's Discord related, makes everything so simple. Also, they've recently decided that, you know, all these teams that want to work with them for their whitelist project tool, they want to actually keep some of those whitelist spots and just give them back to their holders. Look at this tweet for Great Goats. Like, if you can get 150 whitelist spots for your holders to some of these huge, mega hyped upcoming mints, that's a huge value add to your holders. Everyone loves to stake and earn their Forge token because these Forge tokens are being used for raffles, for whitelist spots, a ton of cool things, and these guys aren't done. They have so much on their roadmap. And the NFT space is literally in a time where whitelist spots are everything. Yeah, I know the floor price is high. It's over 100, which I get is out of the price range for most people, but we're talking about a blue chip here. I don't think people understand the fact that Blocksmith has solidified themselves as a blue chip in the Solana NFT ecosystem. I believed in this team early on, and I want to show that I still have that conviction even at triple digit floor price. Speaking of floor price, how about we go ahead and pump the shit out of the floor price of this like button. All right, so I gave you 2 undervalued that I'm trying to look at. I know there's kind of 3 different price ranges, right? I gave you something like around 10, gave you something around 40, gave you something around 100, but now let's just talk about upcoming mints that got some hype. But how are these upcoming hype mints gonna do? I wanna talk about the 2 biggest upcoming hype mints, and then I wanna talk about one that's really under the radar. The first one we gotta talk about minting here upcoming on June 6th is Vandal City. Collection size of 10K, mint price looks like it's gonna be 3 SOL. All right, first thing to address is this is the same artist behind Xronins Studios. We saw how Xronins did. Second thing that we had to discuss is the team behind it. It's Solana Berry and it's also Unshackled, both founders of previously Solana Puppy Pound. Solana Puppy Pound did a lot of cool things with their tokenomics. Unfortunately, they had like one weird thing in their mechanics where unfortunately if a giant whale dumped on their supply, it really ruined everything for everything else. So I do want to say that they're really smart when it comes to tokenomics, but they hope to, overcome that fatal flaw from SPP. But these guys have all the hype. Check out their Twitter following. But we have 2 big case studies right now to look at, which is Trippin' Ape Tribe and Xronins Studios, with these big 10K collections that had a ton of Twitter followers. Trippin' Ape came out the gate absolutely on fire, 70 to 80 SOL. Then they dropped all the way back down under 30 SOL. That's still a very successful mint given it was 3.5 SOL to get in. Xronins Studios, on the other hand, barely made it above mint price, actually went under mint price, but now they're sitting even lower than that. But what does that mean for Vandal City, if anything? I think Vandal City actually has some pretty cool mechanics behind this project. They got something that gives me a little bit of these Purge vibes. Essentially, their goal is to break open vaults and steal all the money from the millionaires in the city. You can do this by cracking the code of said vaults with a partner. They'll be with, 10,000 vandals. There's gonna be a lot of competition, so you have to be on your shit. And straight from the words of Vandal City, here's how they explain it. The ultimate Solana blockchain bank heist begins in Vandal City. Assemble your crews of 2 bandits and go on a search for hidden Solana bank vaults on the Sol blockchain. There is TBA Sol dispersed randomly in TBA wallets. Let's call them vaults somewhere on the Solana blockchain. Each of the wallets will have varying amounts of Sol contained inside them. On our heist website, you'll be able to see the exact amount of Sol in each vault and whether or not that vault has been unlocked or not. The royalty additions to each vault will be added daily and be reflected on the site. I know a lot of people really like this type of art, and I think that the utility behind it could be something that's kind of fun, a little bit different. Gives me kind of dark terminal vibes, if you remember how cool I thought that idea was of kind of cracking the code and getting a certain amount of money based on that. So I'm kind of interested to see how this plays out. Do me a favor and drop a comment down below. What do you think? Is this going to fizzle out like Xronins? Is it going to take off like Trippin' Ape? Is it going to end up somewhere in the middle? And now we got to mention the big project, Just Ape. We've had some drama surrounding this one all week, so let's just talk about what they do and let's talk about the drama. I actually got on a call with their team. I really wanted to figure out like, what are their plans? What do you mean by you're just a brand, whatever? But they gave me some cool things that I am a fan of. They are all about collaboration. They've established huge partnerships with other ETH projects, Solana projects, other big brands like Diesel, which is a clothing brand, Only the Brave. Magic Eden themselves is a collab partner. What do I mean by Magic Eden is a collab partner? What the heck? Magic Eden x Just Ape will be having a live mint. Wait, did I talk about this? Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it. I don't know if they told me I could say this or not in a video, but on June 7th when they mint, it's gonna be a live mint somewhere in the United States with Magic Eden as the co-sponsor. I don't really know what that means. Are they gonna live stream themselves on video? I don't know. But they did say that the team will be 100% doxed, fully doxed before the day of mint. They actually have a really strong team with some cool connections in the space, people from Famous Fox, people from Champions, but there is also some drama surrounding that. Some members of the Famous Fox team actually came out and said they don't really endorse that part of their team from, when they were on their team. So there's a lot of drama around the team, but they do have some really cool people on it. Yes, it's another one of those branding plays, but they're thinking about it a little bit different. They want to be a collaboration play. They want to be flexible. They want to be water. They want to be able to adjust fast to what holders want as the meta changes, especially on Solana. Solana NFTs change so fast, especially with what holders want out of a utility in their brand or their token or their NFT project. So why not be able to adjust instead of being like, hey, here's my roadmap. This is what I'm gonna do for the next year. But it's like in 3 months, people don't even want that. So are you gonna still build that for 9 more months? No, be flexible. They told me like, hey, what if we wanted to go into activewear? Instead of spending time to build out our own facility, our own manufacturing, everything like that, we're gonna just hit up Adidas and be like, yo, let's do a collab. But the drama is the fact that these are minting on June 7th of a collection size 10,000 for a mint price of 5 SOL. And I get it, guys. Like, honestly, 5 SOL, if you think about it in USD, is only like 200 bucks. And you know, when Solana was 250, it's not even a 1 SOL mint. And people were minting stuff for 2.5 SOL back then, but it's different. The team is gonna be taking out 50,000 SOL from the ecosystem and probably turning that straight into USDC at the time, which kind of hurts. So what do you think about this? The team did go on videos to defend themselves, went on Twitter Spaces, everything like that, talk about where the mint funds are gonna be going, what their plans are moving forward. But it still just didn't sit right with a lot of influencers. Solana Big Brain did call them out, but make your own decision on if you're gonna mint this or not. The last project I quickly want to cover is Xronins NFT, and yes, that is how you pronounce it. I hit up the team, I was like, yo, is this like Cronins? Like, how do I pronounce this? They said, nah, it's just Xronins. It's collection size of 5555, mint price of 1.6, mint date TBA. And this ain't no normal Cody project that we bring you early. They got a Twitter, they got a Discord, they even have a website. They even have a fucking white paper. Also, when did white papers stop becoming a thing? I liked them. Xronins just started their Twitter a little over 2 weeks ago, but they already have a ton of traction, already have a ton of followers, but they already have a ton of information out. Honestly, it's really refreshing to see this level of info up front from a team. Most projects don't give us this much info right off the rip. It might take away a little bit from the hype of, you know, announcing things, a little bit of the mystery, but this is something that I'm cool with. Bring some of this back. As a content creator and as an NFT investor, this makes my job in life much easier, so thank you. I'm not gonna lie, the art on these bad boys bangs. As you know, I'm a huge sucker for anime projects. The new season of Hunter x Hunter just got announced, so I'm fucking pumped. Believe it! Check out some of the sneak peeks from this project and tell me if I'm wrong. Art clean, colors smooth. And I don't know, there's a certain intensity about the way these characters are staring at me. Let's just look at the art. I don't wanna get too deep into the weeds here. Tell me what you think about how it looks, because we need an anime project on Solana to absolutely bang, take off. I don't know if it's gonna be Suteki, Zenin, or hopefully Xronin, who knows? Maybe all three. We just need more anime on Solana. But yo, I appreciate you checking out this video, liking the video, and Chain Gang, go watch that video.